Hello everybody, my name is Tyler, aka TyTy71089. Aka TyTy71089. This is Kerbal Space Program again, episode number 2. Last time we did the tutorials, and this time we're just gonna get straight into the game. So let's do that. Start new. Player name, TyTy. They don't have the career mode yet, so it's just going to be sandbox for now. And let's just choose this simple command pod here, because all I'm planning to do right now is get into orbit of Kerbin and then land back on the surface safely, hopefully. Okay, so I'm gonna make a spacecraft here. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is basically what I made here. So what I got here is I got the pod here. I have a parachute I put on top. Right here's a decoupler, so that when we come into re-entry, we can decouple the pod. Right here, what do I have here? So I have a advanced SAS here, and then I have RCS fuel, which RCS are the little oh, this is stupid. Okay, are these little jets here? So when we get into space, it'll help control the rocket. And then I got this is basically just a big fuel container here, this orange thing, which is liquid fuel for this engine here. And then I have solid fuel rockets here. So basically, these are all going to fire off. These 4 are going to fire off here. And then they are going to come off when they're done. And I'm actually going to have... I'm going to have this fire off at the same time. So all 5 engines here are going to be firing off. And then when those are done, those are going to disconnect. And hopefully this will get us into space. If not, I'll have to add another stage into here. But, alright, so we're going to launch this. I've also added struts here to keep it stable, hopefully. And these wings here, these winglets. So, let's name this. Since this is our first official one that is not in the tutorial, we'll name it TyTy1. Let's launch it and see what happens. Alright, got Bill, Jebediah, Bob here. Alright, I think we're ready for takeoff. Put my throttle up. Alright, we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I gotta turn on SAS. So we're straight. And we're starting to overheat there, so I'm just gonna pull back the throttle just a little bit. Here we're overheating on our liquid fuel engine there. Alright, we're looking good. Still in the first atmosphere here. Almost done with the solid state fuel. Those are done. don't think we're gonna make it here. No, we don't have enough fuel. Yeah, we're not gonna have enough fuel to do this. I'm gonna turn this off and start veering a little bit. Let's turn that back on. Stay on course. We're gonna run out of fuel here in just a second. We are in the atmosphere. Let's see if we can get back down. Yeah, we didn't have enough fuel. Let's look at our map here. So, this basically means that we didn't have enough fuel to actually get into an actual orbit here. But we will go up and come back down into the ocean here. And that's just what we'll do. So I'm glad that they've kind of advanced this here. It actually is going to say, here it says T, 2 minutes. That means it'll take 2 minutes for us to get to that point, which will be the highest point that we will be able to get to in our trajectory here. Since we don't have any more fuel, I can't change that at all. I can a little bit with the RCS, but not much. But let's get back here. Ooh, a little bit of lag. Okay, so let's turn these on and see if we could do. I know that we can actually. There we go. Oh, I am terrible at this. I am just going to point us straight towards Earth. I mean Kerbin. Kerbin? Yeah, Kerbin. Glad I said that right. Alright, well, here we are. As you can see, we are at the tip of our arc here. And we will be falling back down to Kerbin now. So I'm going to actually be aiming opposite of the way that we are traveling, so that when we do detach this last stage, alright, there we go. So that when we do detach this last stage, it will fall away from us. There's a fantastic shot of the sun as we're falling down back to Kerbin. Let's see if we can find a moon. All I see is stars. Oh, there's a moon. There it is. Yep. Alright, we're at 100,000 meters at the moment. There's the surface of Kerbin. There is the space station. Space station, I mean, you know, runway and such. Alright, so I will detach this last stage right now. There it goes. And I think I can deploy the parachute. No, I cannot. Not quite yet. Yeah, it's not letting me yet. But it should soon. There we go. G-forces are rising. Not good at all. I generally want it to be less than that. You'll usually come in at a very not so steep slope. Whoops. Sorry about that. Jebediah, happy as ever. Bill and Bob, not so great. You'll be okay, guys. Look, you're back at Kerbin. There's debris. Oh, and it exploded. Yep. Alright. Let's see. There it goes. It's gonna explode, I think. Maybe. Is it just sliding across the floor? I don't know what it's doing. What? I don't quite understand. Is it flying away? What is it doing? I'm pretty sure it's just going across the floor. Or it's in the air. It is in the air. What? Okay. Just flying away. No big deal. And we have touched down. You guys are okay. Let's end this flight. Yes, I am sure. There's nothing else we can do. So here's those statistics. All my stuff crashed into terrains and such, so that's good. Let's go back to the vehicle assembly building, because we definitely need to improve this vehicle. It did not quite make it into an orbit, so let me see what I can do, and then I'll get back to you in just a second. So I'm just adjusting some settings here. This is literally what I have had to do in order for my voice to be heard over all of the sounds. They're literally all at 1% now. Also, I was seeing drops in the FPS, so I did put the resolution down a little bit while recording, because yeah. My computer isn't, you know, it's not the best, but it's good. It's alright. Okay. So, this is tie 1.1 here, and I'm gonna save that. Basically, the bottom here is the same. I've added a coupler here with an engine and some more fuel. Here up is the same. So basically I've added just this next stage here, just to add a little bit more. Alright, so let's see if we can get into space with this. I think actually, yeah. So, where'd they go? I need my thrusters back because those disappeared. And I'm just gonna stick them right here. Seems good. Okay. So staging this rocket, these four. No, this is gonna go down here. Yes, all of you are going down here. That one are going to be off. Then where's this? Oh, there it is. You. Oh, four of you will be coming here. Is that right? So those two, no, I'm gonna add another one and put this here. Yep, you four are gonna be there. So these two are gonna shoot off at first. These solid fuel rockets are going to run out of fuel, and I will then shoot those off. And once that runs out of fuel, that one will decouple there. That one will start. Those can actually be in the same. And then when we're done, we will decouple the whole thing and parachute. Done. Alright, launch. Again, I did just adjust these settings, so this should be working a little bit better. Yeah, FPS should be a little bit better here now, so. Alright. Let's see. It's not all wobbly. It's perfect. Bill, Jebediah, Bob again. Ready. Throttle up. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. SAS on. Don't want that to overheat. Starting to overheat. This engine, for some reason, wants to overheat. These solid fuels, they have nothing to do with this throttle. They're just there. They have a constant thrust and they don't shut off. So those are almost done. I'm gonna throttle that up, disconnect those. We do have a little bit of a wobble, which is not good. Overheating a little bit, so I'm gonna pull back on the thrust there. Alright, let's just look at our map here. So as soon as we get to kind of here, we want to even out a little bit. I'm just going to keep going straight up for a little bit. Bill and Bob, they are not doing so well. Alright, that's done. Jebediah, of course. Happy as a clam. this engine, it's not as big, so it's not going to use as much fuel. And our speed is decreasing, but we're almost out of the atmosphere, which is good. So let's turn off the SAS and lean a little bit towards where we're supposed to be going here, right there. Let's look at our map here. Okay, there goes our rocket there. And I want to start leaning just a little bit more, so let's do that. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to get into an actual orbit here and maybe go around once and then land sort of where we took off. So let's see here. We want this arch to eventually turn into a whole circle around Kerbin. See how our fuel is doing. It's doing okay. No overheating. Let's angle ourselves just a little bit more. There we go. We're looking really good this time. A lot better than the last couple times. I'm glad I added this second stage here. That was really helpful. So, there's Kerbin. There's where we took off. I think these guys are really doubtful of my skills here, so... Jebediah, of course, he's yeah. He doesn't care what's going on here. Let's angle a bit more. Here. There we go. So if we look at our map here, our arch, look at that. It's getting bigger. I think if we get to about 200,000, that'll be good. Maybe 250. Back off on the throttle here. I actually don't think we need it, so let's kind of... Alright, there we go. We may need the RCS. May not, I'm not sure yet. Doesn't seem like we're gonna need it right at this point. Let's look at our map again. So we are approaching the apoapsis right now, which means we should burn a little bit. Let's turn the SAS off and... Alright. So now we're going straight horizontal with the Earth, or with Kerbin right now. Let's back off on the throttle and see how we're doing. It's still getting bigger. I don't know if we're going to be able to... we've passed the apoapsis, which is kind of concerning. If we keep burning, I think we'll be able to. We were only at 108, so I'm not sure at this point that we have enough fuel to actually make it around Kerbin. I think if I try and stay here, maybe I will be able to get it all the way around there. We're running out of fuel though. Okay, let's back off on the fuel all the way. Let's check out what's happening. Okay, so we are very close, but I don't think we're gonna make it, so let's try to find somewhere where we can land. And I think on the dark side over here is where we are going to do it. Right in the ocean there. This run was way better than the other ones though, so that's good. Here we are, floating in space. I'm gonna do another burn here, and let's see if we can. Okay. Let's see if we can get it all the way around. I don't want to run all the way out of fuel because we're gonna need to get back. So I think we've got just enough to get back into orbit. There we are. There's the sun. Here we are. I think you can do a cockpit view of these guys. But I couldn't figure out how to get out of the cockpit view, so as soon as I figure out that, we could do that. All right, let's look at this view again. Okay, so we actually are in an orbit around Kerbin. We did it. We actually did it. So let's see if we can go, let's get to here, and actually we will get to about here, and we will do a burn here, which will make the orbit a little bit smaller. So we could maybe try to land about here in this ocean. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so we have run into a problem. As we were hitting the apoapsis here, we have kind of came into the atmosphere, which means what I can try to do is burn towards this way, and we can maybe make it a little bit bigger so that we can make it around here to this ocean. That's what I'm going to try and do right now. So if we take the SAS off and angle ourselves towards the way that we're going. Whoops. A little bit far. So I'm going to do right here, and I'm basically just going to burn the rest of our fuel off. And that should sort of make this a little bit bigger. There we go. So all of our fuel is gone, and it looks like, oh, this is so dark I can't even see. These guys really need lights on this planet. I think this may be some land here, but that's alright. Wherever we land, we are going to land now. So at this point, we do not need this last stage on here. So I'm going to angle ourselves backwards here like this. Turn the SAS back on. Oops. Okay, there we go. And there we go. All right. I'm gonna speed up time here, because that'll be boring just waiting there. So we're coming in pretty shallow, which is good for the G-forces here. If you come in real shallow, it's way better for them. And we can see our debris going off there. That'll probably hit somebody's house or something. Who knows? Okay. So here we come. There's our debris off in the distance. Coming into Kerbin. I would say that was a successful flight. We did get in orbit. We did not land where I wanted to land. We didn't go all the way around Kerbin, but we did get in orbit. So I think next time we should go try and get farther into space. Maybe a moon mission. Who knows? Let's deploy our chute here. Cannot see a thing because it's just dark. Sped up time, and that's all right. Well, we seem to have exploded. I could not see the land, and I don't think that I deployed the chute. Yeah, they were all killed. Well, other than that, it was successful. Besides the landing. Yeah, let's do some more stuff next time. And hopefully we don't kill our astronauts. Especially when we think that they are going to live. Alright. I will see everybody later. Bye-bye, Tai 1.1. You were sort of a success. Bye-bye.